Welcome to BHM University. My name's Nate, and today we have a very special unboxing of the new Buzz Around carry-on by Golden Technologies. So stick with us and we'll get right into it. All right, now that we're back, let's go ahead and get right into this. We'll go ahead and start with cutting open the lids. So I like to go ahead and start with all my unboxings by slicing the sides of these open first. Then I'm able to hold those lids up and away from cutting any product. We'll go ahead and fold those lids open, and that's going to go ahead and expose the arms, as well as we've got a flag. We've got an owner's manual. That looks like our charger. Let's go ahead and start setting some of this aside. We'll set our flag aside. Looks like we've got some blue shrouds here in case you want to change it from red to blue. Let's go ahead and take our arm out. This arm already has the joystick mounted to it, so we'll go ahead and set that aside as well. Take the other arm out and our charger. Now we've got a whole bunch of styrofoam here. We can go ahead and start pulling all of that out and set it aside. And that's going to go ahead and show you our scooter. This is actually a power chair. We've got a seat here and then the rest of the power base here. So we can go ahead and take this power seat out, set it aside, and let's work on getting the base out. Base is covered with some plastic. We can get this plastic out of the way, and if you're strong enough to, you can go ahead and pick this up, or if you need to, you can go ahead and cut the corners on this box, put it in neutral, and roll the whole thing out. There is some styrofoam here that you would have to roll over or pick up over if you were to do it that way. But for the sake of the video, I'm going to go ahead and just pick it up. It is a fairly light scooter or power chair. And then underneath that, we do have a bag. That looks like a travel bag for the battery. So we're going to go ahead and set that aside as well. So to start here, let's go ahead and take this basket off. We're going to remove the basket to gain access to the control box. So we want to go ahead and loosen those thumb screws here and open this guy up. Looks like I don't have that one loose enough here. And then from there, you're going to see that you've got a couple of fuses in here. You do want to go ahead and put one of those fuses in. Sometimes I do like to use a pair of needle nose. It's a little easier to manage getting it in there. If you can just get it pushed in there like so. On the other model, they were sticking straight down into a slot. Made it a little difficult to get your fingers in there. If you're like me with big fingers, it's tough to get a hold of those and get them pulled out so that you can put them down into the slot. Looks like they upgraded that so that you don't necessarily have to reach in with a pair of needle nose to grab those. So that's a lot better on this model. Now let's go ahead and cover that up. We'll just put that cover back on, tighten those thumb screws down, and we'll be ready to put that basket back into place. Tighten that screw up. We'll go ahead and get that basket back into place here. Right there. While we're down here, we'll go ahead and point out the neutral and drive switches. We've got a couple of small switches on each side. There's one over here and one right here. So if you pull them back, that's going to put you in neutral. And if you push them forward, that's going to put you in drive. From there, we're ready to go ahead and stand the seat mount plate up. You do that by pulling on each side of these little knobs. Pull those out and stand that up. And now we're ready to go ahead and put that seat on. So let's go ahead and unbag that seat. You'll see it's got a whole lot of plastic on there. Just take all that off. Throw that aside. And now we're going to be lining that seat mount post up with that hole there. You'll see that it's got some connections here. That's going to be so that you can connect the joystick with the seat, or with the power base, I should say. Line everything up and drop that straight down. Now we're ready to go ahead and start mounting these arms on. This looks like a little bit of different technology when it comes to arms. This is new to me. So let's go ahead and get it unbagged here and have a look at it. Throw that aside. This arm looks like it's got some connections here. It slides on and twists on so that it locks. So you'll just line that up. Let's see. All the way on. And that puts your arm on. So let's do it to the other side and I'll show you over here. Take that plastic off. We'll come over here. So from here, you'll notice that you've got a couple of locks in here and this whole post sticking out. You just line those up like that, push it all the way on, and from there it allows you to have a fully working arm. While we're over here, you'll notice a couple of plugs sticking out from the underside of the seat. You do want to go ahead and get those plugged in. Once they're plugged in, you shouldn't have to undo them again. So that one's just going to lock right into place, and this one's just going to looks like it's going to plug in, and then there's a screw on this side. So we'll go ahead and line those up and get it hooked up here. Not wanting to go in place very easily here. But again, like I said before, once you have them hooked up, you shouldn't have to undo it again. It'll be set up and it should be good to go. Alright, I think we got it. One way to check your connection is to go ahead and turn it on. Make sure that you do have power. You've got a power button over here if you want to come over here and have a look. On our joystick, you've got a green power button on top. You've got all these lights turning on. So if I push that button, push it again, you'll have all those lights turning on. You do have a speed control. That's going to turn it down. Speed control to turn it up, as well as a little beeper. This is a joystick power chair as well. Let's keep you running. So let's go ahead and get some of this other stuff with it. Like I said, we've got blue shrouds. We'll go ahead and put that down in the basket. We've got a nice flag here. You can extend that up. These flags typically come with most Golden Power Mobility, and that is to be able to be seen by vehicles as you're driving. We've got our owner's manual and that battery bag. Let's put that down there. And then we've also got our charger. So that's pretty much going to conclude our unboxing of the new buzzer mount carry-on power chair. If you liked this video or enjoyed it, please share and subscribe. Like and subscribe as well. And we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much, and keep on keeping on.